You have been told your entire life that you need 8 hours of sleep. It is the golden rule. So you go to bed at 11 p.m., you wake up at 7 a.m. and you feel terrible. You feel groggy. You need 3 cups of coffee just to function. Your brain feels like it is wrapped in cotton wool. Meanwhile, there are people, CEOs, elite military operators, top-tier athletes who sleep 6 hours and wake up ready to tear the door off the hinges. They are sharp, energetic, and focused. You assume they are genetic mutants. You assume they are just built different. They are not. They simply understand a biological truth that you do not. Sleep quantity is not sleep quality. You are currently consuming junk sleep. Imagine your sleep is like food. You can eat 2,000 calories of broccoli and steak, or you can eat 2,000 calories of cardboard and high fructose corn syrup. Technologically, the amount is the same. Biologically, the result is completely different. One builds muscle, the other makes you sick. Most people are getting 8 hours of cardboard sleep. They are spending time in bed, but they are not spending time in the critical restorative stages: deep sleep, slow wave sleep, and REM, rapid eye movement. If you want to wake up feeling like a machine, you don't necessarily need more hours. You need denser hours. You need to optimize your sleep architecture. To do this, you first need to understand what happens when you close your eyes. You are not just powering down. You are entering a highly active maintenance cycle. The most critical part of this cycle is the activation of the glymphatic system. Think of this as the night shift cleaning crew. During the day, your neurons produce metabolic waste, specifically proteins like beta amyloid. This is cellular trash. It is toxic. When you enter deep sleep, your brain cells literally shrink by up to 60%, creating space between them. The glymphatic system then floods your brain with cerebrospinal fluid, washing away the toxins. If you sleep for 8 hours but only get 10 minutes of deep sleep because you drank alcohol or looked at blue light, the cleaning crew never showed up. You wake up with a brain full of trash. That fog you feel, that is literal biological waste that wasn't flushed out. To fix this, we need to maximize the percentage of time you spend in deep sleep. We are going to compress your sleep window but increase its density. Here is the sleep density protocol to clean your brain efficiently. Protocol 1, the thermal trigger, core body dump. Temperature is the single most powerful signal for sleep onset. Your circadian rhythm is tethered to your core body temperature. For you to fall into deep sleep, your core temperature must drop by approximately 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit. If your room is warm, above 70 degrees 21 Celsius, your body struggles to dump heat. It stays in light sleep mode, constantly waking up to thermoregulate. You need to create a thermal crash. Step 1, set your bedroom temperature to 65 degrees, so 18 degrees. It should feel slightly too cold when you aren't under the covers. Step 2, the warm bath paradox. 1 hour before bed, take a hot shower or bath. This sounds counterintuitive. Why heat up if we want to cool down? When you are in hot water, your blood rushes to the surface of your skin, vasodilation. When you step out of the hot water into the cool air, that heat rapidly radiates out of your body. Your core temperature plummets. This rapid drop is the biological green light for your brain to release melatonin. It knocks you out faster than a sleeping pill, and it keeps you in deep sleep longer. Protocol 2, the photon diet, light management. Light is a drug. It is not just for vision, it is a hormonal signal. Blue light from the sun or screens hits the melanopsin cells in your eyes and tells your suprachiasmatic nucleus. It is noon. Be alert, suppress melatonin. If you stare at your phone until 11:30 p.m., you have hormonally shifted your time zone to Hawaii. You are jet-lagged in your own bed. You might fall asleep from exhaustion, but your melatonin levels are flat, meaning your sleep architecture will be shallow. You need a digital sunset. The rule: no bright overhead lights and no screens 60 minutes before bed. If you must use screens, you need 100% blue light blocking glasses, the ones with red lenses. Switch your environment to cave mode. Use lamps positioned low on the floor with amber or red bulbs. Red light has a long wavelength that does not trigger the wakefulness signal. It mimics the dying embers of a fire. This signals to your ancient brain that the day is over, allowing the neurochemistry of sleep to begin before you close your eyes. Protocol 3, the 10-3-2-1 formula. This is the ultimate framework for preparing the vessel. You need to land the plane smoothly, not crash land it. 10 hours before bed, no caffeine. The half-life of caffeine is about 5 to 6 hours. If you drink a coffee at 4:30 p.m., at 10:30 p.m. you still have 50% of that caffeine in your bloodstream. It blocks adenosine receptors, which prevents you from hitting deep sleep. Stop caffeine by noon. Period. 3 hours before bed, no food. Digestion is a high-energy process. It raises your core body temperature, the thermic effect of food. If you eat a steak dinner at 9:15 p.m., your body is busy breaking down protein instead of repairing your brain. You want your gut empty and dormant so your energy can be directed to the glymphatic system. 2 hours before bed, no work. You cannot go from solving complex calculus or answering stressful emails straight to sleep. Your cortisol, stress hormone, is too high. You need a buffer zone to down-regulate the sympathetic nervous system. 1 hour before bed, no screens. As discussed, read a physical book, talk to your partner, or meditate. Protocol 4, the alcohol lie. We need to talk about the nightcap. Many people drink alcohol to help them fall asleep. This is a fatal error. Alcohol is a sedative, not a sleep aid. Sedation is not sleep. When you are drunk, you lose consciousness quickly, but you obliterate your REM sleep. REM is essential for emotional processing and memory consolidation. This is why you wake up after a night of drinking feeling anxious and unrefreshed even if you slept for 10 hours. If you care about performance, alcohol has to be separate from sleep by at least 4 hours. Protocol 5, the wake-up anchor. Finally, how do you ensure you get tired at the right time tonight? By anchoring your wake-up time this morning. Your sleep timer starts the moment you view sunlight. If you want to be sleepy by 10 p.m., you must view morning sunlight by 7 a.m. Get outside for 10 minutes immediately after waking. The solar contrast sets the circadian timer. If you miss this window, your clock drifts and you will lie in bed tonight staring at the ceiling. The summary. Sleep is not a passive activity. Sleep is a performance discipline. It is the foundation of your cognitive operating system. If you hack your sleep, everything else, your focus, your mood, your discipline, gets easier. Cool the room and dump heat with a hot shower. Block blue light 60 minutes before bed. Follow the 10-3-2-1 rule. Stop sedating yourself with alcohol. You don't need to sleep more. You need to sleep better. Stop accepting the brain fog. Clean the filter. If you are ready to optimize your biology and operate at peak efficiency, subscribe to BrainOS. We don't just work hard, we recover hard.